High on Olympus, the goddess Hera was furious. She had just discovered that the goddess Leto was pregnant by her husband Zeus. Furious, the goddess forbade Leto to give birth anywhere with solid ground. No land sheltered the pregnant goddess. She wandered a long time without any destination, feeling the pains of childbirth. Suddenly, she found the floating island of Delos. This island, not being connected to the earth, was not covered by the ban of the Queen of the Gods. Leto was able to give birth there. To her surprise, she did not give birth to only one child, but two. First Artemis was born, and then Apollo. Apollo was beautiful and blonde, the perfect representation of the sun. Artemis had white skin and black hair, resembling the moon. The black hair symbolized the night around her. After learning of the birth of Leto's children, the goddess Hera went berserk and decided to send the serpent Python to chase and devour the newborns. The goddess Leto wandered the world, fleeing from the serpent that chased mother and children, aiming to devour them. Once, she and her baby children were thirsty and found a small pond. On the bank were rude peasants, who violently forbade the goddess and her children to drink water. To stop her, the peasants stirred the bottom of the pond with their feet, so that the mud mixed with the water, preventing it from being drunk. Consumed by rage, Leto turned the peasants into frogs, forcing them to spend the rest of their lives shrieking around the pond. The little gods grew up, and Zeus offered them very powerful bows, made especially for them by Hephaestus. Artemis fell in love with the offer and began to dedicate her life to hunting. She became goddess of the hunt. Apollo, with the powerful bow in his hands, could only think of one thing: to take revenge on the serpent that tormented his mother for so long. Zeus told his son where the beast's lair was, and he headed there to kill it. The beast was in a cave at the foot of Mount Parnassus, where it hibernated, as nothing threatened it. Apollo instigated the serpent to come out of hiding by shooting incandescent arrows into the cave. Python came out of the lair, thirsty for blood, and wanting to devour its opponent. Apollo fired successive arrows at the monster, but they bounced off the hard scales that protected the snake. The god looked for a weak spot in the beast, while dodging its dangerous blows. Confident, the young man shot 2 arrows at once. One hit the python's eye, and the other hit the beast's chest, which was covered by thinner scales. The heart had been wounded, and the beast was roaring in pain. Apollo shot one last arrow, which entered the beast's mouth and killed it. Python died, and over its dead body, Apollo decreed that a sacred temple would be built there in its honor. This place became the Oracle of Delphi, where priestesses known as Pythonesses made the most diverse prophecies.